Let's bring in Republican Senator Jon Hoeven of North Dakota, member of the Senate Appropriations Committee. Senator, we saw what happened in Israel. We've also seen that Iran has longer range missiles than they have previously admitted to. What's your thinking today on their powers and the course of this war?
Well, first of all, John, good to be with you. And I think in Europe, they better think pretty long and hard. That missile went 2,500 miles. It went all the way to Diego Garcia. That means they can reach just about any capital city in Europe. And so now you think about that. Under the JCPOA, which was negotiated under Obama, supposedly that was supposed to stop Iran and their nuclear ambitions. It didn't, and they continued to build their ballistic missile capability. Now they're just, a few weeks away from getting a nuclear weapon. Can you imagine? They would have had intermediate range missiles that could carry a nuclear warhead to Europe. So by intervening, President Trump, talk about making sure that he is actually protecting Europe with this action. It could not be more clear. So when we talk about these 20 countries that signed an agreement in regard to supporting transit through the Strait of Hormuz, they better get serious and show up and work with us to do that, because we are protecting them, and I don't know how it could be more clear.
I know in our system of government, with its checks and balances, that each branch wants to flex its muscle when appropriate. I want you to listen to what Congressman Jason Crow of Colorado, he's a Democrat, has to say, his criticism, really, of the administration for its conduct of the war so far. Listen.
We are not getting the information from this administration. They started this war without congressional authorization. There's no imminent threat. They actually have even stopped trying to pretend there was an imminent threat, which is what is necessary for the president to take action without congressional approval. So now here we are, spending tens of billions of dollars of taxpayer money, losing American lives. Congress isn't involved. We've been stonewalled.
He says there's no imminent threat. Your response, your thoughts on that?
Well, look at what we just went through. So the ability of Israel to fire a missile 2,500 miles. Now, even if it
talking about Iran, I think you mistakenly said Israel.
I'm sorry. Yeah, thank you. Talk about Iran being able to fire a missile 2,500 miles. Even if it didn't have a nuclear warhead on it, it could still hit the European capital. So how in the world can he say that this wasn't a direct threat, not only to Europe, but throughout the Middle East? And that's why Iran is firing missiles at all of their neighbors, and that's why they're working with us to stop it. And that's why our friends and allies in Europe need to do the same.
Well, listen also to your fellow Senator Sheldon Whitehouse from Rhode Island. He has some of the same criticisms of the administration. I want to get your thoughts after this. Listen.
Not only can they not get their story straight on why they're there, how long it's going to last, and what the exit strategy is, but even the president himself changes that day to day. So there's this quagmire of uncertainty and confusion around the operation, and that is not helping them.
Vietnam was called a quagmire after maybe 10 years or something like that. Would you say that that's where we are with regard to Iran?
No, of course not. And again, he's wrong. The administration has been very clear. The first objective is to end Iran's ability to fire these these ballistic missiles and take out their launchers as well. Also the one-way drones, and then end their nuclear capability, or their efforts to build a nuclear weapon. The administration has been crystal clear on that, and they have said that this is weeks, not months. And so, again, and then the other piece, as I say, for the longer term, securing the Strait of Hormuz, which will help bring those energy prices down. They've been very clear on their objectives here.
Very quickly on the TSA situation in this country, what's it going to take to get money flowing to the TSA agents who take care of the passengers at our airports?
Well, that's just it. We've put a whole range of options on the table for the Democrats. They refuse to say yes. We continue to press it. Obviously, you see now President Trump is going to bring ICE agents in to support TSA. But the reality is this. We are negotiating with the Democrats. At some point, they've got to come back in good faith and agree to get our TSA agents paid. And I tell you, these lines that we're seeing in the airport, people need to call in and tell the Democrat senators to join with us and get this done.
Senator Jon Hoeven, a Republican of North Dakota. Senator, thank you.
Thanks, John.